Alright, we're going to play match 3 of this deck. I just played a game and recorded it. I didn't do the best job casting it, but it was a really close game. I had to cast 2 Annihilations, which this deck is a red, blue, splashing green deck. I had some powerful green cards, and not super powerful, but some pretty good ones. And I had a Lycan already from draft, so I was like, well, I'll just splash some green. My red cards are decent. They're so-so, and my blue cards are so-so, but I got 2 Annihilations, which make them really good. And Luna is just a very good hero, too, so it was definitely worth running. I love this matchup. That's great. This one, that's great. Anytime you can avoid Bristleback. Actually, all 3 of these matchups, I'm kind of glad I didn't match up against any of his heroes. This turn, I can't cast anything, which means it's going to be a bunch of passes. I do have initiative now, just out of luck. Just kind of nice for next turn. I guess it doesn't matter too much. Lining up against Bristleback is usually just bad. But I would have survived it this turn, and then next turn I could have sucker punched him and actually killed him. So it might not have been as bad as it sounded. But we definitely don't want Luna to match up against anybody, so it's very good she did not. Here, I do not want to match up against Ursa, I don't think. And the odds of it are about 50-50, I guess. I don't want to match up. I could match up against this. That's not too terrible. So I'm going to go over here and avoid Keith as well. It would be a 50-50 over here. Here, a 50-50. Yeah. We do have 2 red cards. Oh, that's tough, actually. Maybe we should go with Keith. No, at least these trade if they match up. So how is Arm over here? Just 1 creep. Not worth it. So either Smeevil over here or just casting Unearthed Secrets would be the best play. I feel like Smeevil here is pretty decent. So probably Smeevil here, probably Unearth that in the last lane. And we'll Unearth this lane just because it's the one taking damage right now. Let's put it over here in case we do get an arrow. Just putting him down to 6 life when we have an 8 attack hero. Or maybe we want to keep it far away so it doesn't arrow into it. Actually, if he arrows into it, I don't mind soaking up 8 with a 2/2.
House Ambry has fallen, but it is not dead.
So we both have 4 gold. I got the cloak, which is great. We'll see if he buys an item. Okay, so now he's got 2 coming here. So one's going to line up here, one's going to line up here, or against the creep. I've only got 1 coming in. The odds of me hitting against Bristleback are pretty low. This lane would be the safer lane, especially... Well, I am going to lose this guy no matter what, basically. Unless I get maybe a curve arrow. So this lane is pretty much a for sure safe lane. And this lane's a little riskier. But we're going to be fighting more over this lane, and the extra melee creeps would be great. So let's go for it. I guess it's still a 50-50 lineup. Yep. We can cloak that, though. He might hit fire me here, which would suck. But we might... Ooh, actually, Red Mist Pillager's very good. We should still cloak that lane, that middle lane, and keep our Prowlix alive. And him casting that 5 cost is great. That means he doesn't have a March to cast, and he has nothing else better. He might Fighting Instinct here, which would put that at 9. Which would kill this. I think we should Red Mist and just say, hey, do you have an answer for it or not?
I'm just the beginning.
If he answers that, then we can cloak here and save her. If he doesn't answer that, then... Okay, he might not have another Fighting Instinct. If that's the case, it's worth saving Prowlix for sure. At least let's make him have it.
Others.
Okay, this is great.
No one can
And we'll get another
stand
melee
Red
creep.
Mist.
Now we might want to Sucker Punch here, or would we want a Fighting Instinct here? We can't do that to the green hero, which would be nice. It would have killed him. Why don't we Fighting Instinct here, and then next turn maybe Sucker Punch. Next turn, I'd be at 6 mana. There's not many 6 cards. Maybe Ogre I'd want to
15 seconds
cast.
remaining.
So maybe Sucker Punch is better now.
5 seconds
Let's do
remaining.
Fighting,
My axes
just to
are
be
sharper.
mana efficient. We'll buy the sword because we can't buy anything else. Better to have the utility than nothing. Middle lane's going so great. These Red Mists are getting out of hand. We hope this creep doesn't land in front of the Red Mist. Which it didn't, so that's great. I think it blocked my Keef, which I think does stop lethal. Yeah, it does stop lethal on that tower. Clips is at 5 charges, so 15 damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It can't kill everything. It could do quite a bit of work here, though, and it might save her. So let's rub this creep, get the extra luck, and then point over here.
Blessed be the night. You call yourself a warrior?
It's okay, soften everything up.
Now.
She's gonna die anyway. That's okay. Had a pretty good turn. Slowed the lane down quite a bit. Got us some gold. Eclipse right here would just be a blowout, but we're winning this lane so much anyway. I think we're just gonna let Prowlix die maybe. And maybe call the reserves over here. Make that lane push harder. Or we could call over here and give our green hero a safe place to land.
15 seconds remaining.
No, let's do it over here.
My brothers, I need your aid.
Oh, we can even threaten the bristle. That card's so good. I'm glad he played it in this lane.
I'll stop you no matter what.
He's for sure got a cloak. He might want his hero to die though. This is pretty much a lost lane at this point, in my opinion. At least not. At least lost on the 20. Like, the tower's definitely gonna die at some point. Not lost as in he couldn't win the lane eventually.
Ooh, that's much better.
Okay, that's even better probably.
The red mist
I'd rather him heal there than cloak even, because now his total life's not higher if he town portals out or something like that. Let's go ahead and just sucker punch. It'll cut him off green cards. I wish I could cast this Smeevil, but not worth it.
fitting end.
We can always just make a beast.
We are fortunate.
To me, old friend.
He's had unfortunate draws. With the Tinker, he hasn't drawn any Marches, or if he had, he would have played him by now. So that's helped quite a bit. Let's get these cloaks, start getting them to ramp up. A heal here would not be too bad, but we're going to cloak him anyway. So let's take a sword. And do we want to fight a little over that lane? No, Arm the Rebellion's too good over here. If he doesn't have any sweepers, which really March of the Machines is the only one he could have, which won't even trigger this turn, by the way, then Arm the Rebellion just feels so good right there. And March does not do piercing damage either, so the one armor does make a big difference on it. Now we could Primal Roar here, but I think we don't mind keeping the Black Hero there. It is a little awkward that we're at 7, so we can't arm and do Stonehall, which would be a very nice turn. So, if he passes here and we get the 12 damage on the tower, then we will do the Primal Roar for sure. I mean, that's doing quite a bit of damage, but we're still getting lethal on the tower, so.
Let's see you try to knock me down now.
That is unfortunate. Let's hope it... He's going to steal the Pillager. Let's hope it lands here. If it lands here, we still have lethal on tower. We can Smeevil and then put a short sword. That's weird. I thought it was supposed to line up. That's okay. We can still Smeevil and then short sword. Yeah, this works out fine.
I live to serve.
Gets that Pillager out of the way too, which is is a very scary card.
It's not a rock, but it'll do.
Okay, so now we Primal Roar for sure. We just got to push that right lane hard. He gets to cast first, so let's see what he does. He took out one creep. He used almost all his will to do that. So if we Primal Roar, it gives us an extra 4 damage. Stonehall would give us an extra 4 damage. The difference being his hero would not be in this lane, which is beneficial. Because that way he can't put just 3 heroes down here. But Stonehall is harder to deal with having a wide lane. Next turn, just 4 and 4 sounds so good. So, yeah, we'll Primal. Moved it to a pretty good spot, too. They'll kill each other. Let's go ahead and cloak him up.
I'll make use of this.
We'll save the other cloak. So it's tempting to do two here. Two there. But I kind of want a blue hero over here. And honestly, a blue hero in this first lane wouldn't be terrible. Because he still hadn't killed the tower. I think we definitely need a blue hero in that lane. So let's do Prelix. Let's do Luna. Actually, let's do Luna here because we want the Luna charge. Let's do Prelix.
15
there.
seconds remaining.
It's at 5. It'd be at 6 charges. 6 charges is pretty good.
5 seconds
Primal
remaining.
Roar is pretty good too, though.
3.
Let's just do that. So him moving the black hero over here makes me think he does have a march that he's wanting to trigger. So how good is Annihilation right here? Annihilation feels amazing right there. And we have initiative now. Because there's no way he's going to stop this last lane. If he marches, nope. There's no way he's going to stop that last lane.
I cooked up something special just for you.
That's fine. All we need is her to survive. This is gonna feel great. We have initiative, and he's just about to get annihilated.
Feel my power.
Well, that was a good game. Annihilation is just insane. That's why having 2 in the deck is just insane. It was worth running 2 blue heroes for it.